If it feels like no matter what you do on YouTube Shorts, you're just not getting the views that you think that you deserve, this is gonna be the best video that you've ever watched, because the YouTube algorithm recently just changed. And if you're not doing the 4 things I'm sharing with you in this video, or more importantly, you're messing up one of the 4 things I share with you in this video, it's the reason you're not getting the views that you want to right now. Change number 1 is you need to make sure that you are checking whether or not YouTube actually wants to push out the content that you are creating on the specific channel in which you're creating it. And I'm actually gonna show you my 2 YouTube channels and how different this actually is, because if I posted one of the videos on one of the channels, it wouldn't do well, but if I posted it on the other, it would do well. And this all comes down to how YouTube is actually classifying your channel. So here's how you're gonna figure out how YouTube is actually classifying your content and your audience to determine why you're not getting views. So right now, I'm on my AI related YouTube channel. This isn't the YouTube channel that you're watching this video on right now. So if I come over here and I type in something like TikTok algorithm, when I come into analytics and then come into trends in my YouTube studio, I type this in, I click on this, boom, we're going to see that this says very low interest. Why is it very low interest? Because this channel is all about AI. It has nothing to do with TikTok and has nothing to do with the TikTok algorithm. But if I come over to my big YouTube channel, the one that you're watching this on right now, and I type in TikTok algorithm, what we are going to see is that this says medium interest for my viewers. Why? Because I post about TikTok a lot on this account. So as you can see, if I posted the same video on this channel versus my other channel, it would have a drastic difference in how many views I actually end up getting on that video. So what you need to make sure that you're doing, before you ever post something on YouTube, you need to make sure you come into YouTube Studio, you come into your analytics, you come into trends, and you type in whatever you're about to post about. And ideally, you don't want this to say low interest or even medium interest. I don't think you should do that either. You should be focused on things that have a high interest. For example, if I type in YouTube algorithm right here, we're going to see very high interest. This is what you want to be looking for. But more importantly, what you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that if you come into the top searches for this topic, that one of these high volume keywords is actually going to be within the title of your video, which is why I put this in the title of my video. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you come into these content gaps right here and see if there are any high volume ones, and then you want to also create content on that. Now on top of that, you need to make sure that you come out into here and see what people are watching. Now this is all about YouTube Shorts. This is actually how you could figure out the best length for YouTube Shorts. So you come into what people are watching, you come into Shorts, and then from here, you'll be able to see exactly how long the videos are that are getting a lot of views for this topic. And if you look at how long these videos are, it'll basically tell you exactly how long you should make your content. Change number 2 that you need to make sure that you're making is you need to stop spending time on things that don't actually matter on YouTube. And if you are spending way too much time thinking about your hashtags, the time you're posting, your description, or anything like that, you're wasting your time. Why? Because there are several different AI tools that you could be using to help automate this process. Now, lucky for you, HubSpot made a free resource that you can get at the pinned comment below that is going to help you automate your content creation, because it's going to help you create better content while spending less time actually getting the views that you want and deserve on YouTube. Because if you're not using their social media automation checklist to identify what's wasting your time, or what the right AI tools are for you, or even how to stay ahead of the latest and greatest social media trends for 2025, well, then you're gonna get left behind in 2025. Now, my favorite part about their checklist is how it actually tells you exactly how to automate your current content creation process so you can help automate it with AI. For example, it'll teach you how to still engage with your audience without having to be tied to your phone, or how to identify the best time to post across several different social media platforms. And it also has a checklist to help you identify exactly what tasks are wasting your time and what AI tools you could actually use to automate those things. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and access their checklist for free, because I partnered with HubSpot to help bring you this great resource. Now, change number 3 is you need to make sure that you are increasing the length of the content that you're creating. I know that I just showed you exactly how to figure out what length content you should be creating, but you also need to understand that now YouTube Shorts is starting to push longer form content. If you would have watched my videos a month ago, even 2 weeks ago, I would have told you do not make shorts over 60 seconds long, but now you should be making shorts over 60 seconds long. But no, I'm not telling you to make 2-minute shorts. I'm not telling you to make 3-minute shorts. What I am telling you is start to increase the length of your shorts. So right now, if you're uploading shorts that are 10 seconds long, try to increase that to 15 seconds. If you're uploading shorts that are 30 seconds long, try to increase that to 35 to 40 seconds. If you're uploading those 60-second shorts, you need to try to increase that to 65 seconds, 70 seconds, or even 75 seconds. Because the YouTube algorithm is looking at who is keeping people on the platform for the longest period of time in order to determine whose videos they're actually going to be pushing out. So if you're only creating content at the shorter end of the spectrum when it comes to different content, well, guess what? It's actually going to decrease your views because you're not going to be getting your audience to spend more time on YouTube than your competitors are, and then boom, your competitors' content's actually going to get pushed out. For example, let's say that I was going to create a video about the best AI tools to be using in 2025. If I looked at the content under here, I would see that this video right here that was 17 seconds long got 5.9 million views. So if I wanted to create a video on the same topic but update it for 2025, I would make my video a little bit longer than that. Ideally, I would make it 22 seconds or 25 seconds within that range because it's going to be a little bit longer than this video. I'm going to use the same title but update it for 2025 and then make sure that this is something my audience actually wants to see. So if I type this in, we're going to see very high interest right here, and then boom, you'll know exactly how long to create the video, again, by coming into show all. On top of that though, this is going to change depending on your topic. So please do not just look at that one topic and say, oh, 17-second videos are the best videos for me to upload for my channel. Because if we come over here and type in something like ChatGPT tutorial, and then again, we come under show all and we come into shorts, we're going to see that these shorts are a different length. In fact, this video right here is over 60 seconds long and got 840,000 views. And this video right here is 59 seconds long and got 1 million views, which is more views than most of these other videos. So what do you think I should do if I upload a video on this? I should be making my video 65, 70, or 75 seconds in order to make it longer than the good videos that already exist, because then YouTube will want to push out my content over these videos. On top of that, if you want to make sure that you're increasing your viewers on YouTube, increasing your subscribers, and making more money from YouTube without having a ton of subscribers, I would strongly suggest that you start doing vertical lives 1 to 3 times a week on YouTube. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is the easiest way to do long form content right now if you're a creator on YouTube that doesn't have that much time. Go live for 30 minutes. 45 minutes, an hour. You could even go live for 2 to 3 hours, and this is going to help you increase your views, increase your subscribers, and you're going to get a ton of people that sign up for your service if you're selling something, or that just donate to you. And I know so many creators that are literally making hundreds to thousands of dollars every single time that they go live, which is why they go live several times a week. So if you are dead sure that you're creating content on a topic that YouTube actually wants to push out for your channel, and you're also dead sure that you created content that's the right length, the thing that could be messing you up is you're not getting enough people to actually view the content. What do I mean by this? That when people see your content, they end up swiping away and they don't end up viewing. So what you need to make sure that you are aiming for is 80% of people choosing to view your video. If you have more than 20% of people swiping away from your content, it's the reason that YouTube isn't pushing out your videos, because they think that the audience that they're actually showing your content to isn't that interested in whatever you're posting about. And there are 3 things that you could do to fix this. First and foremost, you can make the first 3 seconds of your video way more interesting. You could have something on the screen that actually hooks somebody in. You could say something crazy. You could ask a question, or you could make sure that you're actually showing whatever you're talking about. For example, if you're talking about the price of Bitcoin going up like crazy, you better have a graph behind you that actually shows that. Secondly, you need to make sure that whatever you are posting about makes the viewer want to keep watching the video. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you are not doing this in the first 3 seconds of your video is going to be dead in the water. And then the third thing that you need to make sure that you're doing, and this makes this 100 times easier, is you need to make sure that you are visually showing whatever you are talking about on the screen. You could do this with a green screen. You could do this with B-roll. You could do this literally by showing the thing on your screen by putting a screen recording or something along the lines of that, but you need to make sure that that exists. And a bonus tip is making sure that you have text on the screen, because having text on the screen does two things. One, makes YouTube more willing to show your content because that increases the odds people actually get hooked in. Secondly, it communicates to YouTube what the video is actually about, and boom, this means your content's gonna get pushed out more. And now for the last and most important thing that you need to make sure that you're doing if you want to get more views on YouTube Shorts in 2025, and that is that you're getting more people to comment on your videos. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need people going to the comment section, talking to other people in there, commenting back and forth with you, because this is one of the biggest things that the YouTube algorithm is currently trying to optimize for. In fact, there are 3 things you need to make sure that you're doing with this. First and foremost, ideally, you want whatever keyword you put in your title for people to be commenting that. For example, if you were doing a video about a ChatGPT tutorial, you would want people to comment things like, this is the best ChatGPT tutorial I have ever seen, or this is a great tutorial for ChatGPT, because what that's going to do is show YouTube that it found the ideal audience for that video because they're actually commenting and interacting. You need to understand something. YouTube wants to become more and more like a social media platform. Too many people treat YouTube just like a video platform, but they want to make it way more social. So what they're doing is pushing out content that gets more comments. And there are 2 other things that you could help ensure get you more comments on YouTube. The second thing is you need to make sure you are prompting your audience to comment on your videos. For example, I started responding to every single comment that I get on my videos. So please, if you have a question about anything, leave a comment below and I'm going to get back to you. And on top of that, you need to make sure that you are commenting back to every single comment that you get. This is going to do 2 things. One, it's going to make people more likely to comment and more likely to subscribe. 2, it's going to get people to come back to your video, which is going to be an extra view, and for every view that you get on YouTube, it's going to make you eligible for 7 impressions in the future. Now that doesn't guarantee that you get 7 more views, but it helps get your audience in front of people that might actually want to see it, and if it's something good with a good title and a good thumbnail, well then boom, you're going to get more reach on YouTube. Now at this point, there are only 2 reasons you're not getting the views that you want to on YouTube. Either 1, you haven't implemented the things that I just shared with you, or 2, you're confused about how to implement these things. And if that's you, well, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to guarantee I can help you grow quicker on YouTube so you can finally get the views you want, the subscribers that you want, and ultimately get monetized. If that sounds interesting, well please, check out this video right here that shows you the 3 different ways I can help you grow on YouTube, guaranteed. I'll see you over there.